This is Edison Park in Phoenix, Arizona, a place where I spent many of my early adolescent years. This was the beginning of my inner warrior, where my inner warrior was bred and developed. One of my earliest memories that comes from this park was I was out here one afternoon and a kid had actually pushed me and called me a name. I wasn't with my sister and brother at the time, and I remember running home and told my mother about the incident. I told her that a kid had pushed me and called me a name and tried to pick a fight with me, and I decided not to fight the kid. I thought my mother would be proud of me, but when I got home and actually ran home to my apartments, which are located just over there, my mom actually took off her belt and gave me a whooping. Later on in life, I asked her why she gave me the whooping, and she had told me that in this neighborhood, if you were soft or perceived as soft, you weren't going to be successful. You're going to be picked on and continuously be a victim. So that was her way of teaching me that I had to be a warrior. When I turned away from a fight, she actually forced me to get back out there and finish it, which I did. But not the easiest way to teach a lesson, and definitely not the best, but was definitely a lesson that I learned and carried with me today. Not so much I know when to choose my fights, but it definitely was the beginning of my inner warrior. This is a neighborhood that is heavily impoverished. There's a lot of poverty around if you just take a look around. And it's a neighborhood that has a lot of high crime rate and a lot of drug trafficking, as well as drug users. It's a neighborhood that if you're mentally weak and you don't stand fast to your goals, you can easily fall victim to and fall prey to gang members, and you can be a victim out here very easily. Luckily for me, unfortunately for me, I was taken at a relatively early age and was placed in foster care. Had I not been removed from this neighborhood and this harsh environment, I don't know if I would be at the place that I am now and have the success that I have today. There's a lot of gang activity in this neighborhood, and a lack of parental guidance. Most of my friends that I've kept in contact with and have bumped into, that I do bump into from time to time, are struggling in life. A lot of them are either dead, in jail, or in prison, like my brother is right now. So you have to, like I stated before, have a strong belief in yourself, and you have to be strong-willed not to give into the influence poverty can have on you. An attempt to cut down on crime, actual police substation was actually created out here, so the police can have more of a presence, because the crime rate was too high. The gang activity was too much out here. So what they did actually was set up a police substation, which is located right here in the neighborhood, just to kind of beef up that police presence.
Same thing from you. We're good to go.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm Officer Crozier, and I've worked this area here since 1985. It's called the Dupavia, and Dupavia is one of the housing projects Phoenix has. There's a couple of dozen of them. It covers from Roosevelt to Van Buren, from 20th Street to 16th Street. We've had a lot of problems here in the past. It's cleaned itself up a lot due to the police presence and the changing of a lot of the rules. When I first started, Dupavia would allow just about anybody that was poor to move into the projects, and it didn't matter what kind of criminal record. They've changed everything now. If you have a criminal record and you or been found guilty of any kind of felony crime, then you get booted out of the project and you're not allowed to move into any of the other projects, like the Sidney P. Osborne, which is across the street. But they've beefed up the police presence by putting walking beat in here, and usually in the day and evening time they have officers that walk as partners. There's usually 4 to 6 of them at a time, and they walk around the projects and they take care of police matters here in the projects. And also down, they run people for criminal records before they move in, and then if, like I said, if the people are convicted of any kind of felony crime while they live in the projects, they get booted out. They have like 48 hours to evict. But the projects have gone from a lot of drug-based problems to a lot of minor problems now due to the police presence. And also the projects, the configuration has changed a little bit. It was about 50% black, 50% Hispanic when I first started in '85. Now it's probably about 85% Hispanic, and then all the other races that add up to make the other 15%. But it's a lot better place to live now.
All right.
There you go.
Thanks.